We are here at AirVenture Oshkosh, drawing to a close pretty soon. It's been a great show for a lot of folks. That's wonderful to hear. But there's other shows, and today we're talking with Doc Bailey of the Renegade Light Sport Company. We know him because of his work with Lycoming, but Doc's a busy guy. I've called him Missouri's Energizer Bunny because he's doing a lot of stuff. So I'm Dan Johnson, and we're going to talk today about the Heart of America show. It's another in the list of LSA-only events, not just LSA, lots of light aviation, but it's kind of with a focus on LSA because that's Doc's enterprise. And we're excited to see one join the party and sort of at the end of the season. So what was your thinking about it when you decided this idea should be on your list of things to do?
Well, you know, we really, central United States, Kansas City in particular, is very much an aviation town. Wichita's 2 hours away. We all know about Boeing and Cessna.
Couple airplane companies
just
there.
Just a couple, you know, small companies. TWA American Airlines was the hub of Kansas City for years. They've recently closed last September, and there's 3,000 AMP AIs walking around Kansas City. You know, some of them wanting to know what to do with their time.
That's right. So
basically, we decided to make an experimental, a light sport and ultralight show. And like you said, our forte is light sport. But you know, when Dynon and the exhibitor comes, or Lycoming or Rotax, it opens up more vendors to be able to come in and show their wares for a wider group, if you will. The EA Chapter 91 in our area has 18 airplanes they build for sale every year.
So you're going to invite the general public to this, is that right?
The general public will not be charged a penny.
They're not, no fee to come,
There is no fee. We've worked it out with our vendors and sponsors and things like that. They pay a small fee. And basically, we are making it that way on purpose, so folks don't have to travel from Chicago, St. Louis, Dallas, and then worry about a fee that they come in. They're always welcome. Aviators Hotline, you know, Llama themselves, Lycoming. There's been several vendors who stepped up to the plate to make it where we can make it where we didn't have to show.
Now, you were going to do this at the Lee Summit Airport, the place where your enterprise to manufacture and distribute and so forth aircraft. But you've had a change in that venue, even though we see that on the sign behind us here. What's the new story?
We did it a couple of reasons. Number one, we didn't want people to think that we didn't want any light sport vendors or anything like that just because we were holding on our area.
Sure, that's nice of your sense.
So basically, we're just another vendor in the shop. We have a great. But our main reason was 30 miles away from where we hold it was Central Missouri State, now UCM Aviation Department. They've been around for 38 years, and their facility is much better, flatter, brand new hangars, new tarmac, new runways. It's so much flatter and better for the event. Plus the university in its graces says we'll pick up, you know, a lot of the expense. We'll put our university marketing department on it. We'll put the graphics department.
Give the kids something to do there and learn a little bit at the same time.
On-the-job training for the university. The aviation students are there. There is a new dean, Dean Tony Minetti, who's just a retired B-2 bomber pilot. He retires tomorrow and gets hired August 1st. So one of the first order of business for him was to say, hey, the University of Missouri now wants to become involved heavily in light sport, UAV.
We always love hearing that.
And they really do. And he is bringing in the new era of aviation to Central Missouri State. And bottom line, it's now UCM. He'll hate when he hears me that. It's old CMSU when I was there. Rod Hightower is an alumni from there.
The EAA president, yeah.
So it was just 30 miles away, a welcome when they came to us and say, hey, would you please bring it here? We want to promote aviation. We want to do light sports.
So let's talk about some dates. When's this going to happen? And
October 4th through the 7th, 2012. It will be an annual event. It will be the first weekend of October from now on. So everybody can put that on your calendar, first good weekend in October.
Yeah, as far as I know, there's not any real time conflicts there with any other shows that I'm aware of. I'm sure there's some smaller events around the country that may happen then, but for the most part, no major draws away from that. So you should collect well, and you're kind of centrally located in the U.S. too.
Well, that's what we really wanted to do. Is there's really nothing like that around the 9 states that we have that we thought we could get draws from Denver, California. It's just as long now to come to California as it is to Sebring, Florida. And Sebring is a wonderful show. It kicks off the season every year, and we're hoping to kind of end the season every year in October. Our weather that time of year is 70 degrees, 5-mile-an-hour winds. As I've told a couple people once, we picked that date for the weekend over the last 50 years there's only been a rainout like 4 times in 50 years with the no weather service.
Well, we'll hope this year is not one of those.
That's right.
And so start at Sebring in January, 3rd week of January, pretty much every year.
Right.
And put it on your calendars now. First weekend of October in centrally located Missouri. You'll find Doc and a lot of other people there. What's a web address so we can get some more information about the event?
It's sportaviationclassic.com, and that'll be updated now weekly from now to the show. We're once we get done with Oshkosh here, we're in a full court press now of having the 99s in our chapter, 91 chapter FAA, EAA, and you know, there's a whole slew of Missouri Pilots Association. All these people are volunteering now to try to get as many people as we can the first year. With the vendors, the first year it tells a lot of everything that goes on, and the vendors kind of weigh how many people walk through their
so you got to have a good first event.
So
we wish you all the best for that. sportaviationclassic.com. You can find more about the show there, and you can go to my site, bydanjohnson.com, to find more about the show, more about Doc's airplanes, more about everybody's airplanes. That's bydanjohnson.com. Thanks so much for watching today.